This is one chicken nugget. Everybody knows monsters love chicken nuggets, but Frank loved them more than most. Think about how much you love your favorite food and double it. Then double it again. That's how much Frank loved his nuggets. Well, really, he loved Celeste's nuggets. Frank could smell those golden wonders from miles away. Celeste's chicken nuggets had the perfect balance of tender juiciness and crispy crunch. Her dipping sauces were sensational, and her seasonings, celestial. Frank couldn't get enough. But Celeste had had enough of Frank. He was not exactly an ideal customer. Terrible table manners, eats all supplies, no concept of personal space, scares away customers, doesn't pay. He behaved, frankly, like a monster. And monsters are not good for business. Celeste tried everything she could think of to get rid of him. Balloons, stilts, running away, hiding, decoy smell, moats. But nothing worked. Finally, after he had cleaned her out yet again, Celeste threw up her hands. Just how many chicken nuggets can you eat? 1,000,000, Frank laughed. No, double 1,000,000, double that. Celeste slumped. She was out of ideas and out of chicken nuggets. So she closed up shop and drove to the library. She consulted cookbooks and business books. She studied up on marketing and math. She read folklore and literature. And soon she'd cooked up a new idea. The next morning, Celeste announced a month-long contest of monstrous proportions. She explained the rules to the gathering crowd. The first day, everyone gets 1 chicken nugget. Each day after that, you have to eat twice as many nuggets as the day before. Easy peasy, crowed Frank. If you can do this for 30 days, you'll win free chicken nuggets for life. And so the contest began with a single nugget. Frank dipped his in barbecue sauce, savoring its juicy goodness. Day 1, 1 nugget. Then he licked each finger, winked at Celeste, and sauntered off. The next day, the number doubled to 2 nuggets. The third day meant 4 nuggets. Some little kids dropped out of the contest after day 5, but not Frank. This was barely a morsel for a monster like him. Some teenagers managed over 500 nuggets on day 10. A professional hot dog eater finished more than 1,000 on day 11. And a surprisingly hungry grandmother ate 2,000 on day 12. But by day 14, Frank was the only contestant left. Day 14, 8,192 nuggets. He licked his fingers, winked at Celeste, and swaggered off. Each day the crowd grew. Just how many nuggets could one monster eat? How many could Celeste make? A cheer went up when Frank ate his 1,000,000th nugget on day 21. Now that is a lot of nuggets. Day 21, 1,048,576 nuggets. For anyone but a monster like Frank. The very next day, Frank ate 2,000,000 nuggets. And the day after that, he ate 4,000,000. By day 25, Celeste's fryer was creaking and her batter reserves were running low. Day 25, 16,777,216 nuggets. Would she be feeding this monster for life? But all the doubling was beginning to be troubling for Frank. After swallowing over 33 million nuggets on day 26, he licked his fingers, winked at Celeste, and tried to swagger off, but frankly, it was more of a stagger. And on day 29, Frank finally had to admit He was starting to feel a wee bit full. But he still ate every nugget, all 200 million of them, with barbecue sauce. Finally, it was day 30. 536,870,912 chicken nuggets, which is a lot, even for a monster like Frank. Celeste cooked and Frank ate, and cooked and ate, and cooked and ate some more. The crowd was transfixed and a bit frightened. After 300 million nuggets, Frank felt a little movement in his tummy. After 400 million, he felt a rumbling. After 500 million nuggets, Frank's tummy was tumbling. But finally, he was just one nugget away from a lifetime of nuggets. Nothing but delicious chicken nuggets forever and ever. He lifted the last crispy morsel to his breadcrumb-covered face, and then it happened. Brrr. Frank felt quite a bit better after that. The crowd felt quite a bit worse. And Celeste felt utterly stunned as the monster dipped the final chicken nugget in barbecue sauce, gave one last heavy-lidded wink, and handed it to her. Even for a monster like Frank, more than 1 trillion chicken nuggets was quite enough for a lifetime. He never wanted to see another nugget ever again. Though hot dogs were a different story. The end.